Imagine you are standing on a world made of ice. Above you, the sky is black and endless. No sunrise, no birds, no wind in the way you know it. Just silence so complete it feels like the universe itself has stopped breathing. Beneath your feet, the ground glows faintly blue-white, smooth in some places, torn open in others, like something underneath has been trying to claw its way out. And then you look up. Jupiter hangs above you so massive it devours half the sky. A striped giant staring down like a god that came too close. It is beautiful. It is hypnotic. And it is the last thing you may ever see, because this is Europa, one of the most fascinating places in the solar system, and possibly one of the most terrifying. From far away, Europa looks almost peaceful. It's bright, polished, elegant, a frozen moon drifting around Jupiter like a jewel trapped in darkness. Compared to the red deserts of Mars, or the violent storms of Jupiter itself, Europa seems calm, clean, silent, maybe even safe. But something is wrong. Its surface is not smooth because it is peaceful. It is smooth because it is young, constantly reshaped by forces below. Long red cracks slash across the ice like wounds. Vast ridges rise from nowhere. Entire sections of the crust look broken, shifted, and refrozen, as if this moon has been shattered over and over again and never allowed to die. Europa doesn't look like a dead world. It looks like a world hiding something. And this is where things change, because Europa is not just a frozen moon. Beneath that shell of ice, scientists believe there is a global ocean, dark, deep, and possibly containing more water than all of Earth's oceans combined, an entire world hidden under a lid of frozen rock-hard ice. At first, that sounds incredible, maybe even hopeful. Liquid water means possibility. Maybe life, maybe something alive in the dark. But here's the problem. To reach that ocean, you would first have to survive Europa itself. The surface temperature can plunge to around -160 Celsius, or even lower. That kind of cold does not merely hurt. It doesn't give you time to adapt. It steals heat from your body instantly. Metal becomes brittle. Equipment can fail. Exposed skin freezes in moments. Even if you arrived in the best suit humanity could build, Europa would spend every second trying to turn you into part of the landscape. And that's just the beginning. Because the cold is not what makes Europa truly frightening. The real horror comes from the sky. Europa orbits inside one of the most violent radiation zones in the solar system. Jupiter's magnetic field traps swarms of high-energy particles and whips them around its moons like invisible shrapnel. You would never see them, but they would pass through your body. Your cells, your DNA, stay there long enough, and Europa would kill you without ever touching you. Not with a blast, not with a warning, just silently, like space itself decided you were never meant to be there. NASA knows this. That is why missions to Europa have to be built like they are entering a storm they cannot stop. Europa Clipper was designed to survive that radiation because even our machines can be damaged by it. If metal and circuitry need protection there, what chance would a human body have beneath that sky? But it gets worse. The ground beneath you may not even be real in the way you want it to be. Europa's crust is not one solid sheet of frozen safety. Scientists think it may be fractured, shifting, and constantly stressed by Jupiter's gravity. Every orbit, the moon is squeezed and stretched. That pressure creates heat below the surface and keeps an ocean alive in the dark, which means the ice above may never truly be still. You could be standing on ground that looks ancient and stable while, deep below, an ocean moves under your feet. Cracks can widen. Ridges can split. Entire sections of crust can break, drift, and freeze again. On Europa, the surface may look calm only because you are too small to see it moving. And this is where fear becomes something deeper, because now the danger is not just what you can see, it is what you can't. Some scientists think Europa may erupt. Hubble observations have hinted at huge plumes of water vapor blasting out from the surface, material from the hidden ocean thrown into space. If that is true, then Europa is not just frozen, it is pressurized, active, venting something from below. Imagine standing near one of those fractures. No warning, no time, just a line in the ice beneath your feet, and then a violent column of vapor, debris, and frozen ocean exploding upward from the underworld below. You would not outrun it. You would disappear into it. But that's not even the worst part, because the scariest thing about Europa is not the surface, it's the ocean below. For decades, Europa has haunted scientists because of one question. If there is liquid water, chemistry, and time, could there be life? That idea sounds exciting from Earth. It becomes terrifying when you imagine being there. NASA considers Europa one of the most promising places to look for environments that could support life, hidden beneath an ice shell above a global ocean. Europa's ocean may lie beneath kilometers of ice in total darkness, no sunlight, no horizon, no sky, just pressure, cold and black water stretching through a buried world. If something lives there, it did not grow beneath the sun. It belongs to an alien sea cut off from everything above. A second biosphere, an alien ocean. And if something lives there, it may survive in conditions so extreme that human instinct completely fails. On Earth, life can survive near hydrothermal vents in darkness under crushing pressure. Europa may have something like that below. Chemical-rich cracks in the seafloor, warm pockets rising through black water, hidden ecosystems trapped under mountains of ice. Beautiful, but wrong. Because if life can exist there, then the universe may be far less empty than we hoped, and far less familiar. Think about that. The first alien life humanity finds may not come from a bright Earth-like world. It may come from a buried ocean under radioactive ice, on a moon where the sky itself can kill you. Not a paradise, not a second home, a warning. And here's the problem. If we ever send something down there, we may not understand what we find. Not at first. Maybe not ever, because Europa hides everything. The ice hides the ocean hides the seafloor, the darkness hides movement. If something swims there, drifts there, hunts there, we may only find fragments, strange chemistry, impossible samples, shadows in black water, signals that almost make sense, a pattern, a shadow, a sample that should not be alive, but is. That uncertainty is what makes Europa so frightening. Mars feels dead in a way we understand. The moon feels empty in a way we can map, but Europa is sealed, active, and hidden. It may be full of nothing at all, or something ancient and completely beyond us.